Conference will now be recorded.
Okay, excuse me, it is 6 p.m. on this Thursday, March 12th. You are at the Port Orford City Parks Commission, and with that, this meeting is called to order. As a matter of roll call, we'll introduce from my right to left.
Sarah here.
Brian Thompson.
Nadine Ricky. Carol Career.
And with that, we have a quorum, so please join, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so we do have a quorum, and with that, any item 2, additions to the agenda? Nope. Okay, moving on. Minutes, which are on the back of your agenda for today. Having read said minutes prior to in the email form, I will go ahead and motion.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving February 5th minutes, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that's a consensus. Citizens' concerns? Anybody want to speak as a citizen? Oh yeah, nothing. I don't think we have anything.
Is this where I would bring up the bridge? Because it started with a citizen.
Oh, you could bring it up in your report.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll bring it up.
All right, good. And with that, Buffington Park host item 5. That's you. We're there now. We're just cruising. So if you want to come to the microphone, that way it's recorded well.
Hello, everyone. Everything at the park's going well. We've just been still doing the pine needle dance.
Mhm.
We did buy some nets for the basketball hoops because we couldn't get them any other way, so we got some up there. And the kids are so thankful. They've come to the trailer and knocked on the door and said, thank you for doing that. So a little bit of mischief in the bathrooms every now and then. Still trying to figure out who's doing it. It's kind of, I'm kind of trying to keep my eye on what's, who's going in and out. Other than that, everything's cool. We're trying to work with Parks Department to continue to get the equipment that we need to continue to do what we need to do. We've got a lot of fuel in that park, built up through the years from the park being, from everything just being blown into certain spots of the park, and pretty sure it's beyond anything Richard and I are going to be able to do to get, dead trees out. And I just wanted to kind of address the fire issue with the fuel in that park, because it's definitely in concentrated areas. It's not everywhere, but if that was to go, so we might want to look at having a tree trimming company come in and pull some of the stuff out that's not going to be, or Public Works. I don't know if you can get those boys to do that, but it just something to put on, your minds, because it is just kids in that park, and it does worry me when there's a lot of dead fuel, dead trees, dead stuff all piled up in one, concentrated spot.
It's a lot of years since anything's been done in the park for that kind of thing.
Didn't we have that?
Fire in the future is one of our main concerns in that area. So,
May we ask what area you're referring to, Lauren?
So most of the really bad stuff is kind of when you get to like the end of the horse arena coming towards our trailer, up in that hill area in there, and then down through to the gazebo. It really does need to have some clearing I
Okay.
mean, for a lot of regions, it would look a lot better.
Lot of,
It
lot
would,
of
you know.
down trees in that area as well as, fire fuel, just dead trees as well as down trees.
Didn't we bring that up? Wasn't that one of our things that we wanted to have done is some tree removal? I'll have to look at our past minutes, but that's something that we could bring up.
One of, Michael, I think, was this public works person that said that they were going to do some thinning in there.
Mhm.
But
Raise the canopy so that you actually have a better vision,
Mhm.
visibility through there that we don't have.
it's pretty dark.
Over by where the gazebo is, that area.
That whole area, yeah. And then, so then where the horse arena is and the gazebo's right here,
Hmm.
this whole area back in here looks like maybe for years it was just the pile for stuff.
What used to be the butterfly.
Butterfly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's a
butterfly place. Yeah, that
Mhm.
whole area looks to be just needing more than we're gonna be able to do with the chainsaw.
But the cleanup is coming along.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with
Park
moving
looks
pine.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We got the whole front done yesterday and day before by
Wow.
the house. You know,
Mhm.
I hadn't gotten to that area yet. And I didn't realize how much work it was gonna be, but now that it's done, it really looks better, you
Yeah.
know, so.
Thank you.
You get your signs, walk around and,
Oh, I took pictures.
oh,
I'll
good.
be reporting on that. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
much. Very good. Let's see. Item 6, financials.
I asked again.
Okay. Okay.
We still have, Katola is going through our financials. I said, we would like to have our financials because then we can.
Katola.
Katola is the Katola brothers, or they are the auditor, well, they're financial overseers. We don't have a director.
Okay.
So the city has contracted with them to sort of act as our financial director and go through our financials and go through our budgets and advise us and et cetera.
So
And
they're
that's
still working on it.
coming through that. I mean, we have a initial budget, but it hasn't been gone through by this group.
Okay.
Hoping maybe by next meeting.
Okay. I'll save mine till the last, I guess. So as far as commission reports, so let's go 7B if you're okay with that.
Sure.
okay.
Yeah. I had a discussion with our insurance company, sort of about the skate park and, and Buffington Park and, liabilities. So I had this woman's name is Kristen. And a couple of things came up. One of the things is I asked about whether we need fencing. We have a railing now, we have the railing. She said, well, I said, the railing is broken, but we could, put something up there. She said, two things. One about the railing, it's broken. I took pictures and there's some really, she said specifically, if you have any broken, jagged edges, be sure that we take care of them, address it. So if that's not within your wheelhouse, we can ask Public Works if they will grind them down. So, yeah, and I have pictures that you can just go around, you'll see there, and they are. And then the other thing she noted was that we need to have signs that say, use at your own risk. And we should have them in multiple places throughout the park. And I talked to the mayor, she says, well, we'll just put them on the entrance. Well, people enter many different ways. So to have, and she gave me a list of things that can be on there, but that to use it, like if we had something on the pickleball court, that, we had something at the, at the baseball field, just our main areas. And she said, that is key. And I went around and took pictures of every sign in Buffington Park the other day, and we have nothing like that. So, and there's some other things that we could have on it. But so I spoke to Melissa about it, and so I will make a recommendation if that's okay to City Council that we do that. And it probably should be at some of our other locations.
Are we okay with a consensus of use at your own risk type signage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So that's a consensus for
yeah,
use at your own risk signage throughout the park.
yeah. And,
So
maybe,
when, the last thing you said, Sarah, was it probably should be at some other locations
Well, I'm
like
just-
Battle
well,
Rock.
I'm just wondering, what other locations we would need. We were specifically talking about Buffington Park because it has play areas, playground, where people can get hurt, but maybe it's worth taking a walk around to see if there's other places. And I can always call Kristen again. I probably talk to her again to find out, if there's other, if we need to have anything,
Mhm.
in another place. But I think Buffington's probably our first
I think the highest use,
Yeah,
higher
highest
risk
use
areas.
opportunity to.
Yeah.
And stay off the top of that gazebo. But anyway, so that is,
Okay,
okay. I have something else, but it's further down the list.
okay. Courier?
Pickleball's going really well. Buffington Park is looking absolutely amazing. So much, there had been many, many years that absolutely nothing had been done. So I can't tell you, I don't know if Lauren knows how many tons of pine needles she has taken and put somewhere. And it's just amazing how nice it looks when
Yeah.
they're not just there all the time because you're so used to seeing them.
Right.
And the tennis court, the tennis nets are disintegrating. They've been there for, I don't know how long, those tennis nets have been there. But the tops of them are some kind of a heavy type plastic vinyl.
Yeah.
And it is just, so if you put any pressure at all on them, they're ripping. And Richard was right on it. He was right over there with some white tape so that it doesn't look obvious, because there was a place that had ripped about like this. So, that was really, thank you for being, because it was ripped about like this, but if you don't take care of it right away, it's just the whole thing's just gonna
Mhm.
go away. So
Right.
that's, yeah.
Longer it tears like that, pretty soon the net's just gonna be hanging down, the wire's gonna be across there.
Without.
Right, right.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And and we have tried, us pickleball players, those cranks that are on those nets, I think they're frozen up, to be honest. It's gonna take some big boy because we have tried to tighten them so that our balls would stay, not go underneath. We put weights, just little weights
Mhm.
down on the bottom of them to keep them when the wind blows, to keep them down so that the balls kind of stay out one court or the other. And they're really need to be replaced or at some point soon.
Okay.
And I just thank you both for all of your work. I really appreciate everything that you do.
Anything else to report? You good? Okay.
Okay. Person D here.
There you go.
The first thing, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, it's the end of a very long day.
Mhm.
I had a thought about 2 seconds ago, and it was about the jail, okay?
Okay.
So the obvious thing is for me to talk about the form that I turned into the Rotary, but I also want to report that our jail, which is a part of Parks, is going to, in conjunction with Rick Cook, I believe.
Yeah.
It's going to get a facelift, a new door
Mm-hmm.
specifically, and more than that, I don't remember for sure. But the Rotary is involved in that as well. So you need to know that, the parks of Port Orford are being, and I was not really a part of that, but I did try to turn in or I started the process of turning in a request to get painting and kind of sprucing up done for the two buildings, both the bathroom that's functional and the bathroom that is not functional. And I have to give more information to the Rotary, like
Mm.
how much the paint would cost. He wanted to know if there was paint left over. I now know what to say to that. And so I'll meet with Mike Hewitt and get the details worked out as far as what the cost will be. But I think it's it just needs to go through the process. And I'm early enough that I think if we're on it by April, before our next meeting in April, we'll be ready to go. So are we willing to also paint? Because a part of what Rotary wants is joint task.
Mhm.
So we need to decide about that. Okay. Okay. So like if we,
Depending on when and all that, my daughter's in dance schedule and most weekends are tapped with that coming up. So, but
okay,
depending, it could be possible.
all right.
Good.
Yeah.
A lot of times for different activities, we have a Rotary meeting on Thursdays at noon. And so like it's easy to get a crew meeting at 1:30. And then, so like Thursday at 1:30 is a common work time for Rotary. So just
Okay.
as a potential.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's all that
That's
I
it? Okay.
Oh, no, it's not all.
Oh.
Because I was asking Sarah, so I also do like a bird thing down at Battle Rock Park with Coast. A bird, I don't even know what it's called. I can't think properly. I can't say what is in my brain. But the picnic tables down at Battle Rock are in really bad shape. And the reason why I wanted to talk on this is because anything that has sharp edges and, is that somebody could get hurt on, the picnic tables are like that. I have pictures of them, but they are like the bolts that hold the seat on are sticking up. If somebody
Oh.
fell down or sat on it, they would impale themselves.
I think we should send that to Public
Send.
Works,
Okay.
and we'll send to Melissa and John
The
Isabel.
bridge was definitely the most
The
important,
bridge,
but the
yeah,
picnic tables down there are also of a concern.
yeah. Let's do that. Get Melissa and Public Works. They're very happy with our park host and the relationship that you've built with them. Excellent. Thank you. And but that's who would be on.
Okay.
I can help you with
Anything else? You
Nope.
good? So, all right, 7F Thompson, since I bounced from A to F or whatever. Did we get any follow-up on, speaking of benches, we were gonna have, it's right here, where'd it go? Oh, yeah, we had passed the motion to have the two benches, one at the A-frame and one near the basketball court. And then one picnic bench over Fort Point. Do we get any?
The Fort
Follow-
Port one is going to be put in place in conjunction with the tribes.
Okay.
They're working, Rick Cook is also working on that.
Okay.
There's some signage that has to go up, and they have to install it in a specific manner.
Okay.
So city's working on that.
Okay.
Historical. The other two I don't know if can they just be carried over and set down somewhere, or do they have to be, we have to put them on a certain platform up there just because of the,
It's quite a long way. I thought one was gonna go to the dog park, and that's quite a long ways for, unless you had 4 guys. I
Yeah.
don't know how heavy they are. but-
So right now we're putting one at the A-frame and then one on the other side by the basketball
Oh,
court.
okay.
yeah, that's what I
So,
thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Not at the,
So that wouldn't be far.
that wouldn't be far. And they probably have some sort of trolley thing that they move heavy stuff on.
I know they have a forklift, but
So the boys at the water department, the city workers that work with us,
Uh-huh.
have the tractor available to them to move those tables. I have lifted one of them up on one side to see how heavy they were.
Okay.
Yes, it'd take 2 or 3 guys to move them, but they have the equipment to do that,
okay.
for whatever length that they have to move them to.
Okay.
So, but they're
So-
just so busy that with water pipes,
They are very busy, but they've also been very available to us. And whenever they have a spare moment, they come and work with us and help us with a number of different projects
Okay.
since we've been there. And since I'm standing here speaking to you, there's another one that I wanted to address, but I didn't say anything about, and that's the benches at the ballpark. They really need to be something done about their condition, whether it's just sanding and painting or something like that. But they're in terrible need of attention. Thank you.
I think that was also on our list. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
are you guys okay talking with them on those 2 picnic benches? So it's one by the basketball hoop and one right by the A-frame, kind of entry area to the thing. And then that leaves that third one
That
to
fits-
go over there. And there is still also a memorial bench that's sitting by the building.
you
I
know,
saw that,
now-
but it's probably spoken for, right?
Okay, no, now, okay. That just jarred my memory.
Yeah.
We might, the memorial bench is going up on Fort Point.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and they had first told me that they had to work in conjunction, so I don't know. We may have that other picnic bench available for
Oh,
another place.
then we could
Because
do a
Deb-
dog park thing or,
wasn't it you, Lauren, that thought one would be good at the dog park?
There's the picnic bench there.
Because they took one, there was a picnic table
There
there,
was.
but it fell apart.
okay.
So
Well-
I'm wondering if the other 2 picnic tables at Buffington, if they could be pressure washed and stained or painted? Or are they falling apart?
I believe they could be stained or pressure washed and painted.
Yeah, because the one as you walk into the courts, that's by the A-frame,
Mhm.
is very sturdy.
Mhm.
It just needs freshen up.
Freshening up. I know they're having.
Well, at
a-
least in the meantime, we can get a nice one, you know,
You have
but
picnics there.
yeah.
We're having an event there, March 17th.
Yeah, and that is a common area for groups and people together. So even having a second one there would, that
I
would
should
be
have
great. So,
mentioned it in my thing.
Okay.
There's a group, the South Coast Children's Education, I can't remember.
early
Sky-
learning or something
Early
like that?
learning, yeah.
Yeah.
They're having, different cities have a little convention and they're going to be using the A-frame on
Nice.
March 17th, and these parents and people will be around there. So,
Very good.
but you know,
Is anybody gonna clean it up?
yes, yes, yes. I talked to Skydra, we're gonna go try to clean it up.
Nice.
So there are 2 picnic benches.
There's one right by the A-frame, just as you're walking into the courts. It's very big, very heavy, and very sturdy. It just needs freshened up. And then the other one is at the end of the dilapidated playground, right before you get to the basketball, where they play basketball.
Mhm.
And it could be cleaned up. But they don't,
That one could be cleaned up.
yeah, they don't look like they're,
On the other side of the park that you were speaking with has a broken bench on
oh, okay. Over by the gazebo?
by the casino.
Okay.
Oh, so that's a
Now
third one.
that's the one that's broken. Okay.
Gazebo table is beyond repair.
Okay.
We could also ask Public
Well,
Works to go in and hang that
yeah.
out there.
With replacing one of the benches, that one could be repaired because the rest of the tabletop and one of the benches is in good shape.
Oh,
But the other one is just broken.
Okay.
Off at the end, that from where the support is to the end, 2 foot of it broke off.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The other thing, just as a matter of update, and I'll keep this relatively brief in that, and this is regarding the skate thing.
Mm-hmm.
So in commissions previous, it was a desire to have a beginner intermediate area for the skate park. And a former commissioner, Eddie Kessler, had reached out and was in communication with a group. Around about, month ago, I received a forward from Eddie, who's on the East Coast now, but said, hey, here's who I was talking with. And so I followed up and called, and they're interested in having conversation. I mentioned this planning grant, which they were interested in seeing that and
Mhm.
could provide some helps. And so just to put as a reminder / heads up for those that didn't know, that was one of the ambitions, was to do something like that as far as beginner intermediate. And that's pretty much where that landed. Barring that, park's looking great. Thank you, park hosts. Appreciate the work that you're doing. It's noticed. And I think that's my report. Okay, old business, 8A planning grant discussion.
So I've been meeting with Skydra, Tilly, she's Tilly. And we are working out, the first thing we have to do is get an RFP, which is a request for proposal,
Mhm.
to send out to different entities to see if we can get, for someone to give us a proposal of what they would do and how they would do it and how much it would cost. So that's our first step that we need to do. That's what we're working
Okay.
on. I had a meeting with her this week and I meet with her Monday at 1:30.
Yep.
So
So the first step is what?
to get a RFP, a request for proposal,
is that one person or is that multiple people?
you send it out to as many people as you can.
Minimum of
You send it
3
to, like
typically.
engineering.
But,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm asking. Are you planning on hiring one person or are you planning on hiring like somebody to give you a report on the playground, somebody to give you a
No.
report on the?
One entity does the whole thing. I think it would be really difficult if we had different, no, they do the whole thing, kind of get a holistic look at it. Yeah. An answer, yeah.
Okay. Any, let's see, AB, recruit and volunteer discussion.
I thought I had one on the line and
They
they're unable to, just because they're busy,
got it. Okay.
unable to do it. So I'll try
Alright.
some more. Keep trying if you know anybody.
Yeah. Skate park safety. I think we kind of covered that,
Yeah, we
right?
covered that with
Yep.
the,
Okay.
May I, under the skate park safety, when we did our walkabout,
Mhm.
there, over by the skate park, there is a light pole. Has anybody ever thought about changing the light bulb or having that dawn to dusk light work until they get some of the other safety issues so that it's lit up at least? I mean, the pole is there.
I don't know that anybody's checked to even see the electricals on there. To my knowledge, I don't know.
Could a solar one be up that's dusk to dawn
no,
instead of spending money on a fence?
well, I don't think we're going to need a fence according to our insurance company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we won't need, I mean, it's something that we can all decide on, but most, some have fences, but she said we don't need the fence. If we have the railing, I mean, we could just fix the railing.
Fix what we do have, yeah.
Fix what we do have. First, take away all the sharp edges,
Okay.
and then that would be okay. And the signage is what she was like,
That's the big.
that's the
okay,
biggie.
Okay.
And may we have
Ah.
details about the incident that has caused all of this to come into play?
What do you?
That
What do you mean?
you said we're doing this because somebody fell in? Is there?
No.
may we
Oh,
have-
no.
No,
This is
I
just
didn't.
general
I
liability.
didn't say anybody felt there. Someone went in and couldn't get out. I never said that anybody fell in. I know they found animals in there, but I don't have, but it was to prevent people from walking off into it.
Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, Gold Beach is getting a whole new or got completion of the skate park, and all their play equipment has been ripped out and they're
And
completely
brand new.
redoing. So I don't know what happened there or how that happened, but at least
They
they're
had
getting
that.
traction somehow.
They had,
So that's,
There was a mother that way came and she was so sad about our dilapidated little playground after Go Beach. She lives in Go Beach, but she
Uh-huh.
came up to visit relatives and said, lucky you.
yeah.
Lucky, lucky
I
you.
saw the plans on it. It's gonna have the serious foam padding that
Oh,
does the
nice.
whole thing. It's not the even pieces of or anything like that. It's just gonna be, so, yeah, we should reach out and see how they did that. That'd probably be a
Yeah.
good
well,
thing. But anyways,
hopefully we
back-
can,
Yeah,
get through this, we can go for
Yeah.
the.
Oh, when you're
ticket.
searching for an RFP,
oh, yeah.
would it be worth it to ask Gold Beach if they had a
Oh.
planner?
I'm sure they did, but I don't know if they had a planning grant, but I'm sure they had a planner. I mean, we
Sure.
want to reach out to, was it Lincoln City or Newport that did a really nice job?
Yeah, well, even, I mean, Coquille has a parks department. I mean, some
Oh,
of
they
these
have a
other folks, I'm sure know how to and who to.
You know,
So,
we just,
we
our
should reach
problem
out.
right now is money.
Dinero, yeah.
Getting grants is the way we're gonna fund this thing.
Yep.
But we'll get it. We'll get it.
Okay.
We're gonna get it.
I'm guessing Gold Beach had hard cash.
I don't know, but I know it's happening. So that's,
Cool.
Probably been in the works for a while.
8D, Buffington bathroom painting. We kind of touched on that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
we
need
got
to
that
make
covered.
a more detailed
Okay.
proposal.
Comes in hot sometimes here. 9A, Buffington Park signage. Back to you, Lovendall.
I touched on that
Okay.
we need to, and
Okay,
I'll
got
put forward something for the meeting. I've got to get that to Joseph tomorrow. But yeah,
Okay.
we have to do that according to our insurance company.
There is, by the way, some different signs over at the Port Orford Loop. If you've never walked through that building, it's kind of interesting because there's a lot of different stuff, which, by the way, you guys might want to. Yeah, absolutely. I bet you could get really creative because there's just different. Yeah, and it was I forget why we had met over there in years past, but
I went over
Kinda
there,
worse.
but they didn't let me out of the car.
Is that the,
oh.
are you talking about the building where the city guys?
this is Port Orford Loop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Orford
yeah,
Road,
and there's
right
different
across from the Dolphin Park, the city
signage
guys.
inside and different stuff that
Yeah.
some, yeah.
They've been
so-
cleaning it up. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
good.
get over there
The
quick.
city guys, some,
Yeah.
some of their equipment.
Okay, 10A, citizens considerations. 10B, commissioners considerations. All right, well, future meeting is Thursday, April 9th here in Gable Chambers and online, 6 PM. And with that, it is 6:35 and this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, turn us off.
Yeah.